Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cavaliers will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Vargas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Leach. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Handoff from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Off play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. march their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. The lone back's got it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Back to the ground with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They went with the QB design run. The quarterback knew where the marker was to get that first. He dove out. He was trying to get the ball to that point. Just couldn't quite get there.
And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback moving. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got him, and they convert. Touchdown, Bruins! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Going up top on 1st down. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Into the spin cycle and forward. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
After run, now throw. Got it.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he's going to run it back. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. Will take over in there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Leach. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're going to throw it again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got it! And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
Brings up second and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Leach. Makes the grab on the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Strikes the blow. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. And the Bruins are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UCLA 17, Virginia 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. It's now second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Now, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Moving away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
UCLA, number 2 in the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
UCLA 24, Virginia 14.
Fair catch called for and made. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. At midfield, he's got room. It's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let him make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to him, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking to throw, it's Leach. He'll pull it down. At the 45, on his way. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They make the stop to the 19 after a pickup of 5.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. If we add points, we add points.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
UCLA 31, Virginia 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over 1st
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more.
Touchdown, Virginia! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about... Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Wide out in motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback now breaking the field. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made. Will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback adapting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he grabs it at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
38, Virginia.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On first down, here comes this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The give to the left side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Second down coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Penn. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll try the left side. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Waning moments, huge fourth down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's caught inside the 20. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.